Hey everyone, it's Neil Patel, and today is another day of Local SEO Unlocked, where I teach you how to dominate the local SERPs. Today we're going to be focusing on local SEO signals. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you're on YouTube, click the alert notification. And if you enjoyed this course, please tell other people about it. If you missed the very first lesson, because this is the second lesson in this course, you can go to neilpatel.com/training, click on Local SEO Unlocked, and that's where you'll find all the previous lessons, as well as the cheat sheets, the PDFs, the worksheets that go along with each and every single lesson as well. So some signals that matter when it comes to local SEO. And I know we discussed this in the last video, so I'll go over them pretty quickly. Business signals like category location, reviews, the number, the quality, the ratings. Off-page signals like your name, address, and phone number, citation volume, what other aggregators say about you. On-page signals like your on-page SEO, the keywords, the domain authority. Link signals like other sites linking to you and the authority of those sites. How many social shares you have, your click-through rate. All those things matter. So let's first start off by identifying keywords for your business profiles, because it's all about keyword research. Remember, people are searching Google to find local businesses all the time. And this is the foundation of local SEO. If you do this wrong, you won't get much traffic. You do this right, your business is going to change. So first off, you can use a tool called Ubersuggest. You can find it at neilpatel.com/Ubersuggest. That's UBERSUGGEST. And using this SEO tool, you can see keywords that are popular within your region. When you're using Ubersuggest in the search bar, you'll notice that there's country selected. If you click on that drop down, you can actually type in the name of the city and you'll see the keyword results adjusted for city-based data. So make sure you check that out so that way you can get insights. Now, when you're doing keyword research, you want to look for keywords that ideally don't have too much seasonal trends, that are consistent or popular all year round. Ideally, if not, seasonal ones are fine. And you want to look for ones that are popular within your region, and that's why I recommend Ubersuggest, because it can tell you how popular a keyword is within your city. So let's now go over the business signals. At advanced level, Google looks at two main things: category and location. So when you look at categories, there's roughly 4,000 Google My Business categories as of 2020, and that number is just increasing. Google allows you to select up to 10 categories, but you can only select one primary category. So when it comes to choosing these categories, be as specific as possible. Add the least number of Google My Business categories possible. Describe your business, not your amenities, and I want you to be systematic to make the best category choices. You just want to pick random ones or popular ones. You want to pick the ones that are best sorted to your needs of what your business is so you can get more business. Failing to categorize your business can have a negative impact on your rankings, so you want to choose the ones that best locally represent you. And you may not find the right category if you're in a very niche business. In that case, choose what is the best fit, and that's okay as well. Papa John's could use the category of pizza delivery and pizza takeout. Wendy's, they offer desserts, but it mainly is a hamburger place, so it could use like a fast food restaurant, but I wouldn't recommend using dessert restaurant for Wendy's or ice cream restaurant, just to give you an idea. Like even though Wendy's or McDonald's can offer ice cream, they're not really an ice cream joint. They're more of like a fast food hamburger type of joint. Locations also important. You want to add a map of all your locations and include the address, the phone number, and name of each of the locations in the footer of your contact page. And please avoid trying to use virtual office locations. This isn't great. People don't like them. Google doesn't like it. You want to use real physical addresses. And when it comes to business signals, you also want to put the keyword in your business title if possible. You can use Ubersuggest to do some keyword research, find the primary keyword to target, find long tail variations, and include it within your business title. And as I mentioned, as you can see in this screenshot of Ubersuggest, it says KFC near me. On the right side, it says English United States. You can click on the English United States and type in your city, and then it'll adjust the results to your city. Some other signals is proximity, right? People search for pizza near me, sushi near me. The list goes on and on. And for businesses, this is crucial. Those near me keywords are very, very popular. And is your business close to the location of the searcher? And this is why the name, address, phone number, right? They call it NAP, is very important in local SEO. The future of local SEO, look, Google's always enhancing their database of personal information. I think more and more is going to be adjusted based off of not just what you like, but also your friends like, based on your Android device and where you're going about that. Google's tracking you within reason and with your permission. I think eventually, as you opt in for more permissions, they'll know what you like, what areas you tend to go to, and they'll start showing you places that are closer to that. The next factor is review signals. With reviews, sites like Yelp, Angie's List, Better Business Bureau, Glassdoor, those are all examples of review signals and sites. And with reviews, you want a lot of positive reviews. The higher the ratings, the better. You want them in quantity, and you want reviews with your keywords in there, your location in there. And you want reviews with responses, diversity. You don't want them all to say the same thing, because the more diverse they are, we'll also find out if people talk about a specific product or service and a lot of people start talking about it, you'll start generating more sales for that product or service as well. And you can use tools like Podium, which is what we tend to use. It's a messaging platform that helps you increase your reviews without breaking their terms of service. You don't want to do things like say, hey, I'll give you a free dessert if you come to my restaurant in exchange for a review. Some platforms are okay with that, but most of them don't like that, and that's breaking their terms, so I would not recommend that. Instead, you want to use tools like Podium to increase your reviews, and they have a free version of their application as well. And this allows customers to easily leave reviews with a click of a button. You don't have to send people to all these URLs or complex places or give them these complex instructions. Literally, Podium makes it all simple with a single click. And that's why I love it. And we've seen businesses' reviews skyrocket, going from little to no reviews to thousands of reviews just because of the tool. And as I mentioned, they have a free version as well. And the key that we've seen when it comes to getting a lot of reviews and a lot of high star reviews is by providing excellent service, setting expectations, and going above and beyond them, determining the right timing, right, on when you want to ask for a review, typically after they've experienced your product or service. You don't want to wait too long, like weeks after, and you want to reach out with the right message. So now let's dive into some off-page signals. So some of them are IYP or aggregator and name, address, phone number consistency. So data aggregators compile data about each business, such as registration records, chamber of commerce, etc. Having all this, making it available, making sure that people know that you guys are a stand-up business and you guys have renewed your incorporation or whatever your business address is or your lease. This is all good. IYP is an online version of traditional Yellow Pages directory, which is very popular. Assuming some of you may have not known what IYP is, which is fine as well. But just think of like Yellow Pages, that book, right? The old school book that they used to give out years and years ago, but now it's just the online version of it. Now, when it comes to name, address, phone number, and there's also name, address, phone number, and website, right? You don't want to not have a website. Having one will drive you more sales. And these are the main 4 basic important things when it comes to your business for search engines like Bing or even Google. And when you're leveraging them, make sure they're consistent. You don't want your website to have a different name, address, phone number than your Google My Business or than another directory site out there. By having it all consistent, when Google crawls this information all around the web, it'll help you rank better if you're consistent. Now let's dive into some on-page signals. Look, when it comes to SEO, Google pretty much wants a website to be SEO friendly and optimized for their crawlers. And I'll go into a little bit more in depth on that in future courses, but those are the main 2 things. And you can use the Uber Suggest Site Audit Report. So if you go to neilpatel.com/SEO-analyzer and put in your URL there, it'll tell you what you need to fix from an SEO standpoint to be optimized and friendly. Some other on-page signals, Your name, address, phone number needs to be there. I know I've said that probably 10 times now, but I can't emphasize that enough. You want to have keywords in your title. You want to optimize for your authority. And of course, you want to use SSL certificates because Google doesn't like ranking non-SSL sites as high. So now let's dive into some link signals. Links are pretty basic. It's other websites linking to you. The more websites linking to you, the better. The more websites linking to you that are related and within your local region, the better. The more links that have maybe the name of the city or your business in there or keywords, the better as well. And links are like votes. The more of them that you get, the higher you'll rank. The next factor is social signals. And if people have a great experience at your business, you want them to share everything on the social web. Even though that doesn't help you directly, indirectly, it helps your SEO because it helps get your brand out there, and brand signals indirectly help with SEO. So ask people for tweets, social shares, Instagram posts. Even if search engines can't crawl them, it's okay. It does help in the long run. And that also all helps with behavior signals as well, because if you have a strong brand, people are much more likely to click through it when they see your listing on Google, actually go to your place, not click the back button when they're on your website, and even click that call button with your phone number so they can get a hold of you. So some metrics to also watch out for is bounce rates. You don't want people bouncing away. Google Analytics will tell your bounce rate. The more people stay on your site, the better. That's called time on site. And the more interactions you get with your Google My Business panel for bookings, click to calls, driving directions, the better as well. And there's literally a lot of case studies out there, and I have one for you that's $100 million plus example of a case study, and that is Yum Brands. For the second consecutive quarter, digital sales increased by over $1 billion versus the previous year to set a single quarter record of $4 billion. That's a huge case study. As I mentioned, I have tons and tons more of them, but this just shows you the power of digital marketing. And here's another one, KFC. This is case study number 2. They're getting a lot of traffic, and as you can see, it's mainly coming from search, right? 75% of their traffic is search, according to Similar, which is huge. And the number of listings for their 920 locations grew to almost 50,000. All the information such as opening hours were all updated efficiently, and KFC saw an increase in online visibility, which led to 60% increase in clicks on directions, resulting into 16% increase in revenue from local search. Then there's Whole Foods. Whole Foods has localized their social media. Each store has its own social media pages, and the replies of hundreds and hundreds of customers every single day. They even have call now buttons, and this has caused people to engage with Whole Foods, and that's also caused them to get social traffic, search traffic, and even direct traffic. So as I mentioned, there's a lot of examples from Yum Brands to Target to Home Depot. The list goes on and on. So make sure you go to neilpatel.com/training, click on Local SEO Unlocked, and you can go to video 2 and you'll find all the worksheets, PDFs, and everything like that underneath that. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you enjoy the video, like it, share it, tell your friends about it. And if you need help with your local business, check out my ad agency, Neil Patel Digital. Thank you very much.